So as we just covered, there was a special election in Montana. We had Greg Gianforte versus Rob Quist. Gianforte literally committed assault the day before the election. He's charged with misdemeanor assault. He wasn't arrested, but he was charged with assault. Now, he still ended up winning. To be fair, there's a lot of factors that go into it. There was a lot of early voting that went on, but it's happened before the incident, and they had $5.6 million in outside spending versus about $650,000 for the Democrat. So there are a lot of factors that go into it. But yeah, a guy who committed assault won, and he won fairly easily, and that's really disgusting, and it highlights the rotting nature of our nation. Now, I want to show you how the media contributes to the lunacy that we're now seeing around the country. We've discussed the different biases that media outlets have. If you go to a place like Fox News, they're just the Republican propaganda network. Everybody knows that. You go to MSNBC, they're the Democratic propaganda network. Everybody knows that. They're recently changing their model to be more like CNN, but you get the point. CNN is they're biased in favor of both parties. They give you the Republican propaganda, they give you the Democratic propaganda, and they say, you choose. And they have an establishment bias and also this thing called a neutrality bias, where they try to frame everything as if it's 50-50. They don't care about the facts. They don't care about being objective. They just want to say, let's call it even. Oh, creationism versus evolution, let's call it even. Oh, climate change is a hoax versus climate change is real. Let's have a debate, and you pick the side you like. We're going to give you both sides and call it even. Both sidism. That's what it is. Both sides. Both sides. Just give everybody, there's two sides to every story. The Republican says we should, go kill a moose and rape it in the ass. And the Democrat says that's maybe not a good idea. Let's give both sides. Just whip up both sides. Rape moose in the ass versus don't rape moose in the ass. What do you want me to say? Just get both sides. Let me show you the comical logical conclusion of this kind of backwards, warped philosophy on media. Look at this. This is Lois Beckett. She says, as Democratic norms change, New York Times headlines don't. And it says, is it wrong to body slam a journalist? These days, opinions vary. Think about what you just saw. Is it wrong to body slam a journalist? These days, opinions vary. Yeah, both sides. Got to give both sides. So one person does a totally unprovoked, physical, violent assault against a reporter asking a perfectly legitimate question. And the other side, I don't know, maybe he was being a little annoying, maybe he had it coming, maybe, he's a representative of all that's wrong in the media, so he deserves to be body slammed, his glasses broken, and punched in the face. You gotta give both sides. So here at the New York Times, what we do is we're going to give you the side that's against assault, and we're going to give you the side that's pro-assault. This is like how not to do journalism 101. This is the opposite of journalism. This is one of the saddest things I've ever seen, man. If you can't, as a media outlet, say, hey, assault is wrong, you can't say anything's wrong, right? Assault, that's a serious crime. Why not give hey, look, man, what do you want me to say? Is it wrong for somebody to commit a rape? We're going to give both sides. Wait, Kyle, how dare you? Assault, a clear, unprovoked assault. It wasn't self-defense, nothing like that. Everybody in the room says it was just an assault. It's both sides. How is that? That's not that much different from taking other major crimes and going, is it wrong to commit murder? We got to give both sides. Got to give it. But then again, I'm framing this as if it's like a new thing here. Like, man, look how far they've fallen. But they've always been doing this. look at U.S. wars and the facts about U.S. wars, and then look at the coverage in mainstream media. And you tell me. Because what they'll do is, look, okay, so we invaded a country that didn't attack us, killed minimum 200,000 civilians, set up a worldwide torture regime. When we learned that the pretense for the war was bullshit, we ended up staying there anyway, occupying it. And was it a good idea? Let's debate it. Some say yes, some say no. Hey, we're still there. So they're obviously not morally outraged by it and saying, we got to come home now. Are you kidding me? You said Saddam did 9/11. He didn't. Then you said he had weapons of mass destruction. He doesn't. Then you said he's a bad guy. Okay, a lot of leaders around the world are bad guys. Should we topple them all? And by the way, you already toppled him. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. So we're still going to stay there anyway. What? But you said the whole purpose of going in was to get rid of him. You got rid of him. Now we're like, we're just going to stay. What is that? What is that? What is that? And then you give both sides. I don't know. The neocons say we should stay there forever and fucking occupy it and waste all of our tax money there and keep killing civilians and keep letting our soldiers die. Which is just what they say. That's their opinion. We're going to publish both sides and you decide. It's comical. They did this with torture. Did you know many outlets refuse to say the words torture? They said, well, look, I mean, some people say it's torture. Some people say. Others say it's enhanced interrogation. What am I going to do? I got to give both sides. And many of them actually just went with enhanced interrogation. Didn't even call it torture. Didn't even call it so-called torture. Just said enhanced interrogation. This is a rotting, corrupt, disgusting system that refuses to call a spade a spade. You know what article you should have written? You should have had in the New York Times after a Republican candidate did a clear assault. There's an audio recording of it, and everybody in the room says it was an assault, no questions asked. There was no threat of violence from the reporter or anything like that. You know what you should have done? You should write an article that calls for his arrest. You should say, what? Do we believe in rule of law or do we not believe in rule of law? Who are we kidding? This isn't an open question. If this was some random black guy on the street that assaulted a reporter, totally unprovoked, where would the question be? They would already be in cuffs, we'd be having the hearing soon, and they'd be locked up. All the witnesses saw them do it. Instead, this guy doesn't get arrested. He got charged, but he didn't get arrested. And then the next day, when he wins, after he won the election, he apologized. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, now let's move on. You committed assault! That's not oh, my bad. Then whatever. So I fucking broke your glasses and body slammed you and punched your face in, totally unprovoked, and did physical violence. What the fuck is this? The media has totally lost their mind. Both sides of everything. Rape, both sides. Murder, both sides. Illegal wars, both sides. Torture, both sides. I'll just throw it out there. And notice, it's only both sides when it comes to us. When it comes to our cretinous, savage bastards. Is it ever both sides for Iran? Is it ever both sides for any enemy of us? Is it both sides for Russia? Hey, let me give you both sides of the Russia thing. No. For official state enemies, it's balls to the wall. Everything they've ever done is bad. Everything they've ever done is wrong. Even if they're just doing things that we've done. We go, oh my God, look at this. Iran, they did some torture. Oh, how dare they? Gross, disgusting. We need time for regime change over there. What are we doing? Violating international law. So do you. And when you do it, we don't even call it torture. We call it enhanced interrogation. It's okay when we do it. It's okay when we do it. It's okay when our guys assault a reporter. Imagine this story came out of another fucking country that's an enemy country of ours. We'd be laughing at a banana republic. Ha ha ha, guy commits assault and wins the election? How stupid. Oh my God. For us, both sides. Just both sides. Our assault is not as bad as your assault. Everybody shut up. By the way, this is why people watch us. This is why people go to new media and independent media, because they look at stuff like people aren't stupid. Like what? Is that a thing? People sitting around, right. Is it wrong to body slam a journalist? Good question, New York Times. How very intellectual of you. No, they go, I want somebody to keep it fucking real. Keep it real. And of course, corporate media is a house of cards. Look on TV. It's just propped up by the ad money. You can't, in a real free market, Don Lemon would have -8 viewers. Wolf Blitzer would be laughed out of town. Here we are on the internet with a zillion options for you, and you're still coming here. Why? Because we actually do well in a free market, because we provide a product that people enjoy. It's information and entertainment. And you get way more out of this than you do out of them. And that's not because we're great, it's because they're that bad.